From MTN News, this is Montana This Morning.
This was certainly a tragedy.
A tragedy in the Bighorn Mountains, what a longtime pilot says could have been behind the deadly crash of a small airplane near Sheridan, Wyoming.
Bottom line is that the commissioners have made a fatal flaw, in my opinion.
Shame! Shame!
Slicing the budget, why Yellowstone County commissioners say they're standing by a budget cut of the Yellowstone Art Museum, and the community's response.
When parents are reading at home with their students, it makes a world of difference.
Plus, it's Give a Child a Book Blitz Day, how you can help ensure the future of school literacy, one phone call at a time. Those stories and much more coming up in the next hour. Good morning and welcome back to Montana This Morning on this Wednesday, September 3rd. I'm Hailey Monaco here with Miller Robson and another special guest here, Ed McIntosh.
Get used to this motion right here, buddy.
Yes,
right?
yes. Give us a call, 406-259-8130 to get the books in hands of children.
Absolutely.
And get a pie in Miller's face.
You know, and Ed, you've been doing this for many, many years. Just as a personal thing, what does this mean to you?
You know, the fun part is when we get a chance to go out. You and I have gone to schools together and had a chance to go out to the school libraries and watch the kids go through and pick out the books that they get to keep, that they get to take home, that are theirs from that day forward. And, you know, you wonder about how many memories there are as the kids grow up and just how much good it does to help out with their learning through school.
And we'll appreciate you coming in. I know you're working night, but coming in early this morning, so appreciate it. Good to see you.
Well, I know that Hailey and I are both working very hard.
I'm sure,
We are, yes. We have a little deal going on.
All right, cool. What's that number again, Hailey, if they want to call in?
406-259-8130. You can call, talk to one of these beautiful people this morning, or go to ktvq.com/book. You can also select Ed or Miller there. And then just $12 gets 2 books to kids. So it's it's an amazing cause. And we're going to continue talking about it all morning.
Yeah, and we've got some wonderful volunteers here answering the phones. You can also go to the website too, ktvq.com/books. Just make a one-time donation, a monthly donation, and remember, vote for Ed.
Vote for Miller.
Vote for Miller.
Vote for Ed. All right, let's take a look at some so the almanac. Yesterday, it got quite warm across the area. Here in Billings, we hit the high of 92, so a good, 12 degrees above the norm. Is that right? Yeah, there we go. Hold on a second. I'm walking over to the studio right now, trying to look at a monitor. Our low of 59. That was above average as well. And top gust yesterday at 25 miles an hour. Big story tomorrow, those winds are going to be whipping 30 to 50 miles an hour, especially across the eastern plains because of that front that's going to be coming through. But a dry start to the month. For the year, though, we're still pacing ahead. We don't have a lot of moisture in the forecast. We may have a slightly better chance across the weekend, Sunday into Monday, because we have this upper level low coming through. But it looks like it's going to stay more to the west. Maybe our western mountains and foothills will have a chance to see that rain. Temperatures out there right now, 40s and 50s. We're at 54 right now here in Billings. Pretty seasonal out there. Humidity at 77%, dew points at 47 degrees, winds out the northeast at about 10 miles an hour. So a lot of sunshine today, but you may not enjoy it, especially if you have a sensitivity to smoke. Very thick at times today. We'll try to get up to about 85 this afternoon. So we are starting to cool down, but we got some cooler days ahead. We'll take a look at that forecast for you coming up here in just a bit.
You know what else it's a beautiful day for?
What's that?
To give a child a book.
Absolutely.
I don't know if you can even see this on the news.
Did you see that?
Come on. There we go. I worked so hard on this. Give a child a book.
Good job.
Give us a call.
Well done, Hailey. Well done.
Oh, I promise I'm not artistic at all. I'm so sorry, everyone. You had to deal with that. But we start off this morning with a focus on the classroom and getting books into the hands of kids. Now, we've said it's Blitz Day here at Q2, and starting right here on Montana This Morning, that means you can call us from now until 5 p.m. Your donation will be matched, giving more books that can open a child's world. The Scripps Howard Fund, a public charity established by our parent company, EW Scripps, allows students from low-income neighborhoods to build home libraries and help close the learning gap. Stephanie Liebergen shows us why it's so important for every child to have their own book.
We are reviewing our letters that we learned last year in kindergarten because we are big first graders, right?
Yeah. In Mrs. Jemison's classroom, her students are still learning the basics.
B is for vegetable.
In a few years, they won't be learning to read. They'll be reading to learn.
Reading is the key to everything. They can't be successful on the test in science or social studies if they can't read.
But for schools serving a high percentage of low-income families, having books at home is a luxury many can't afford.
I do have a lot of kids in kindergarten that don't have any books at home.
You might have to. Through the Scripps Howard Fund, the If You Give a Child a Book campaign brings scholastic book fairs to schools in low-income neighborhoods and allows kids to pick out books for free.
The excitement of children when the book fair comes is the biggest thing. And I think if you gave me a choice, if I went to the car lot and I could have a choice and it wasn't based on what I could afford, how amazing, how exciting I would be. And it's kind of like that.
Nationwide, reading scores have decreased since the pandemic. In a 2024 assessment, only 31% of fourth graders were reading at or above the proficient level. 40% were reading below the basic level.
Post-pandemic, we might be sending a class of third graders into the book fair, but we need to make sure that we're targeting them towards maybe the first grade or second grade reading level books. And that's okay, right? We want to meet them where they are because we certainly don't want them to feel excluded or challenged in a way that would turn them off from reading altogether.
Gerald says, "You found my ball!"
Through partnerships with about 100 schools across the country, these sponsored book fairs help fill a key need in communities like Dayton, Kentucky.
We don't have a local library in town, and so having that opportunity to get books 2 or 3 times a year just makes a phenomenal difference for our population.
This is a Minecraft book and another.
Since 2016, the campaign has given away over 1.5 million books, and they hope to reach the 2 million mark ahead of next year's 10th anniversary.
You're planting a seed in a child where they can learn about new experiences, they can learn kindness and empathy, and they can travel to magical places. It is an opportunity that just unlocks potential.
Stephanie Liebergen, Scripps News Group.
You can help children here in Billings at Broadwater, Ponderosa, and Hardin Elementary Schools built their own home libraries. Again, just $12 provides 2 books, and every penny donated stays local and goes directly toward putting books in the hands of kids. Go to ktvq.com/book to chip in or call us this morning at 406-259-8130. And we can help you here with our live phone bank. You saw that a couple minutes ago of all those volunteers. There we go. We have a live look there. Give them a call. They look like they need someone to talk to, and vote for Miller. And you can call throughout the day until 5 o'clock tonight. So reading to your kids improves more than just their vocabulary. In fact, reading to your kids daily improves their speech, ability to identify emotions, and cognitive understanding. A study in 2019 by Ohio State University reveals that children who are read to daily have heard 1.4 million more words by kindergarten than children who are rarely read to. Here in Billings, speech pathologists like Morgan Bowser with Billings Clinic encourage parents and caregivers to begin reading to their children at the start of infancy. She said daily reading increases a child's vocabulary, helps improve their relationship with their caregiver, and improves a child's ability to connect words to real-life examples and ideas.
Way a word is spelled, kind of working out like, oh, let's find the T in that word. Okay, let's say that word together. So they're able to articulate the sound in the word and are able to produce that word correctly while the parent is working with the child with that book.
She encourages parents to allow the child to take charge during reading time. She says it builds their brain, heart, and bond with their caregiver. So literacy rates for children at Ponderosa School have been increasing. We've partnered with them for years, but their principal says there are still children who start school having never touched a book. The Give a Child a Book campaign is helping the school increase these rates and provide the children with books for free. New on Montana this morning, our Vanessa Willardson has more on how the campaign is fighting for reading education.
Daisy was yellow instead of pink, and Squirrel pounds lighter than the average pig, but she made Bentley very happy with her friendship.
I think the first time I caught him reading was about 3.5, 4 years old.
Reading is an essential part of education, something Crystal Willardson knows well. She's a mom to 3rd grader Eli Peterson.
What can I do at home? What can I do here? And a lot of times the answer is read. Just read with him, whether it's you reading to him, having him practice at home, but constantly be reading at home.
However, Ponderosa Elementary School principal Allison Everts says not all students have access to books at home.
Some students come with varying degrees of readiness for school. Some are reading, some don't even recognize letters in the alphabet, and then there are others who have not seen a book.
To help boost student literacy, the school has been receiving donations from the Scripps Howard Fund's If You Give a Child a Book campaign.
And it just helps our literacy rates and what we're trying to achieve here. So it's been pretty spectacular all in all.
Because of the campaign, each student got to take home 10 books last school year for free.
There's a lot of enthusiasm, a lot of excitement. Parents are always very impressed that the kids get to bring these books home.
The National Literacy Institute said 21% of adults in the United States are illiterate, a statistic the school is fighting while the kids are still young. In fact, with this program, Everett says the school's literacy rates increased by 3% in just the past year.
When we give them opportunities to have books that they get to select themselves, they get to have in their home, they get to read at their leisure, it's all good things.
The Scripps campaign donated 2,700 books to the school last year, and it's raising money for this year's books right now. If you would like to donate, you can find more details on ktvq.com.
When parents are reading at home with their students, it makes a world of difference.
In Billings, Vanessa Willardson, MTN News.
Again, those phone lines are open throughout the day. Call us this morning at 406-259-8130. Our live phone bank is taking calls all morning long, and we will still be taking calls until 5 o'clock tonight. Make sure, one more time, you vote for Miller. This morning, the FAA is investigating a deadly plane crash that happened Monday night in the Bighorn National Forest. A 13-year-old girl was killed and 3 others seriously injured in the crash, all members of the same family. Our Charlie Kleps has more.
While we don't know much about those involved in Monday's plane crash, we do know that a 13-year-old girl named Amelia Palmer was killed. We also know that her 3 family members who were also on board were seriously injured, with 2 of them taken to hospitals here in Billings.
In Dayton, Wyoming, crashed with 1 fatality.
That was the heartbreaking news coming out of the Bighorn Mountains Monday night.
This was certainly a tragedy,
as a small plane crash killed at least one 13-year-old Amelia Palmer and left 3 others injured.
I go to this page every day to look up details from an official source.
For longtime commercial pilot Robert Katz, these tragic crashes are something he studies closely. His employer has asked him not to appear on camera, but he shared with us how he reviews these incidents.
First and foremost, the airplane was built in 1965, 60 years ago.
Katz says this is the aircraft that crashed and believes its age could have been a factor, along with the weight of the plane and how many people were on board and how close to the mountains the plane was flying.
It's entirely possible it was very close to gross weight, if not over its limit. That's going to affect its climb performance.
Katz says it's alarming how often these crashes are occurring. There have been 145 nationwide in just the past 2 weeks, including this crash Sunday in Red Lodge. And earlier this summer, another right outside Billings, killing Yellowstone County Commissioner John Oslin.
The circumstances of all of these incidents are, for the most part, preventable.
While it's still unclear what led to Monday's crash or whether any mistakes were made, Katz says it's a reminder of what can go wrong and why safety in the skies is so important.
The destination is the goal, but the expectation must always be to divert.
In Billings, Charlie Kleps, MTN News.
Charlie, thank you. Now, flight records do provide a few more details about Monday's crash. We know the plane crashed 8 minutes after departing Sheridan County Airport. According to FlightAware, the plane took off at 4:02 Monday afternoon and crashed at 4:10 after reaching an altitude of 6,300 feet. The plane, a 1965 single-engine Piper Cherokee, is registered to a Sheridan man, and recent flight logs show multiple trips between Sheridan and Boise, Idaho in the past week.